Oh God.
Hello,
Oh,
guys. Thank you so much for coming and helping me finish my footprint project. So all we're gonna do is just talk about what we learned in high school, how we changed, and whatnot. So would anyone like to start by talking about what they remember from transitioning from middle school to high school?
sure, I'll
I
start.
can go. Okay, good.
Okay. I mean, me and you probably had very similar experiences, but it was definitely an initial shock because we went to like a tiny school and then going to a really huge school was different, and it was kind of different adjusting to the Carmel like curriculum because I feel like Carmel does all their classes differently.
For sure. I think like my earliest memory, I don't remember the first day. Like I really don't. But I remembered hating the first week. And it was like the
Mhm.
end of the first week. I was in the parking lot and Ella was driving me to school back then because she was a senior and I puked in the parking lot and she was so embarrassed because like 20 kids saw. It was so sad. So, I mean, I think I have come a long way. I think I'm still crazy and like I have a lot of problems, but
Who's not?
and I'm still very nervous, but like, there's
Mhm.
no way I'm gonna be puking when I go off to college.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It
That's a
also
good
has to do something with like your age.
For sure.
point. Hmm.
I don't know if I had gone to university high school, which was always an option, maybe this transition to college would be way worse. But I definitely feel more prepared because I came to Carmel. But
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
what are your earliest memories?
Um.
My,
Oh, at Carmel.
Yeah, like transitioning.
I honestly don't remember a lot from from it, but I feel like I remember. I remember I was a lot more prepared than I felt like I was. Like I felt probably a lot more nervous than I should have been, I think. So probably similar to your experience in that way.
I was a lot more nervous in the transition from elementary school to middle school than I was
Mm,
transition
yeah.
to high school.
interesting,
Me
interesting.
and Tristan cannot relate. We
Yeah.
went to the same school since we were in four.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so how do you think you've changed through high school? Like, what are some of the biggest changes?
Um, I guess just like social awareness, mostly like, um, it taught me a lot of social cues, just like talking and being around people. Like, I don't know if that's just based on the school you went to, but I think it's just like based on our age. It like it helps you. It teaches you how to interact not with just like your peers, but like you can also interact with adults because you're constantly like getting help from teachers and you get close with them, stuff like that.
I think biggest change, I just feel a lot smarter. Like there's so much
Very broad.
more. I didn't, I mean, even research and seminar, like I simply did not know how to use a database. I didn't know how to do research. And
Oh,
now
we
we
could.
can write papers and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely smarter. You guys.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like the main thing that's changed over the years has been like my priorities. I feel like I earlier in high school I didn't like understand really the importance of what I was doing until like later in high school. So I felt like I got my stuff together a little more as I got older.
That's kind of like opposite of me. Like
Really.
I also had an issue with my priorities, but it was I prioritized only school and not life.
I
And
mean, not to say that my priorities are perfect now, but
no,
they're
for
better,
sure, same.
maybe.
But I've definitely gotten a lot better at taking time to like actually do things that I enjoy that are not school related.
Mm,
Yeah, I feel like I just know a lot more now because I took so many different random electives like astronomy and
You
zoology.
really did.
I did. I had a but it was fun and now I know a lot. And I started out freshman year, I wanted to be a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and now I definitely know I want to do science. So it's getting into different classes and realizing what you want to do, and it can change drastically over the course of 4 years.
right.
Excited to see what random classes you take in college too.
Yeah, for real, I am. I'm definitely doing that.
Okay, well, on that kind of subject, what was everybody's favorite class and why?
AP Art History, hands down. I keep thinking at the time it didn't seem that interesting, but every year I keep wanting to go back to sophomore year just so I could take it again because it was so fun.
I can't believe we all took AP Art History. That's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
it
random.
was weird.
Dang.
Like the fact that that was the one class that we probably all took like the same year is strange.
Yeah. And there are just things from that class that I still remember. And not just Camlid Sacrum, like so much. Oh, so much.
I think my favorite class was probably Calc Survey.
Calc Survey was fun.
The content itself was fine, but like Warnke made the class so fun. And like,
Right.
I think research stat block could have been my favorite class if it was a normal year, but it was just so there wasn't a lot of time to like actually talk with kids and like
Right.
yeah,
Mhm.
there half the time there wasn't time for any of that. But I think Calc Survey was so fun.
My favorite's got to be either, I want to say either IED
That's gotta say.
or AP Physics or Biomed.
Just the first
Yeah,
one?
the first Biomed was a lot of fun. I don't know. All those classes were just like very hands-on, and I like that because not a lot of high school classes are really like that. Like you're in science class and you're learning how to do everything and stuff, but you're not actually doing it. And I don't know.
I think IED was really cool just because that was honestly one of the hardest classes I think I took.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything that was going on, but like that one really taught me that like you can figure stuff out. And that's
Yeah,
the
sure.
first time I figured out like how you actually get help from a teacher. Like it was hard.
It was a good warm-up.
Yeah, but my favorite class was probably AP Psych or just any of the art classes I took.
Yeah.
Okay. So outside of this group, who was the coolest person you met in high school?
This is Levesque. She's like the most fun teacher I've ever met, and she made things, and even though she wasn't organized, she liked what she did, which was a unique trait amongst my teachers, if I'm being honest. So yeah.
I think probably the coolest person I met was Carol. That girl is just she really has become the love of my life. And I remember I was sitting next to her in chemistry. The first thing I ever said to her was, "Hi, you're Tessa, right?" So that was a good way to start our relationship. But she's just so good and helpful and nice and fun. Like she's really everything I could ask for. She helped me with school and she's just fun to hang out with. So someone I'm definitely sad to be leaving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Mr. Harper or Ian Wang. Mr. Harper's the greatest teacher I've ever had. Like he's the most sensible teacher. And then I don't know, Ian's just the human embodiment of a golden retriever. He's very nice and optimistic at all times.
Cora? You can't think of anyone?
I think she's on mute.
Yeah. Or it's like, because I kind of heard her a little.
I didn't hear it at all.
Well, she's on mute.
Yeah, she's definitely on mute.
I can't hear you.
Hey, just unmute yourself.
No, I like heard a little bit.
More now.
Oh,
There you go.
Wait, shoot. No, now it's coming through the AirPods. 1 minute. Now.
what? Yeah, we hear.
This.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not sure who the coolest person I've met, but I would say one of like my favorite people I've met would probably be Mr. Kuhn because I don't know, he was a cool teacher and I got to like talk with him and be on like a chill level with him, unlike most of my other teachers. So that was pretty cool.
And there were so many other teachers too. Miss Bass was
Really?
amazing. I really like Miss Bupp. Beck, awesome.
Miss Bub, Miss Early,
Who's Miss Early?
my IED teacher.
Oh, I kind of like her. She was
She
cool.
was sick.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna miss most about Carmel High School?
Probably the people, honestly, because I feel like I've met a lot of people and everyone's gonna go a lot of different places, and I might not see some of the people that I like only got to see at school, so that'll be something I miss.
I think, and this is gonna sound very strange, but like one thing that I'm definitely gonna miss is like I do feel like I was able to get attention at this school, and I'm scared that maybe in college it'll be harder to get attention. Like I could always go to my counselor. There was just so many resources available, and I'm sure college will be the same, but I'm just gonna miss that I really figured out this place. Like I finally feel like I know what I'm doing here and I'm leaving.
Hmm.
I am ready to go.
Yeah. Adding on to that, I was gonna say like communication with teachers. Just like nearly all teachers are very sensible. Like they're ready to help you with all your problems. Like the whole concept of SRT is so nice. Like you can just see him whenever and talk to him. Like I'm gonna definitely miss Mr. Malloy and like just seeing teachers in the hallway and like I don't know, they're always excited to see you.
It's definitely interesting that you guys seem to be most appreciative, or like what you're gonna miss most is the teachers. I think so too, but like is it
Mhm.
because the impact that they really have?
Well, like I'm just saying that mostly because like out of anyone, they have stayed like you know what I'm saying? Like friends, they can come and go and like people you're close with, but like teachers, they've been
That's
like
like really true.
yeah,
Yeah.
for all four
Those ones
years.
that you're never gonna, if you didn't like them, you're not gonna like them. If you like them, you're gonna like them all for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Allie, what are you gonna miss most about Carmel?
A lot of things. I had a lot of great teachers, and I met a lot of great people. I think I'm gonna miss the fact that I mean, of course, Carmel isn't small compared to other high schools, but I'm going to miss being in a school with, I guess this year it was half, but usually 5,000 kids. Now I'm going to school with a much bigger campus with upwards of 50,000 kids. So it's going to be a big adjustment, but I am going to like the new environment and I'm going to meet great people.
And do you guys feel prepared for college?
Yes. I'm
Definitely.
so excited.
I would
Nah.
say I feel pretty ready.
And is Carmel High School's doing?
I mean, honestly, yeah. I like since sophomore year, I've felt like I've mostly taken like college classes and like they do a good job at replicating the pace of a college class because they're faster than high school classes, obviously. And like stuff matters, like grades matter in them, but not until like the AP exam and like the actual exam. Like that's what matters. And that's what they put so much stress on. And it's the exact same for college.
Yeah. I definitely think Carmel High School prepared me for college academically, socially. I think
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be good, but I'm definitely sad that we're all, well, you two get to go to the same college, but
Yeah.
it's like crazy. I've been going to school with Tristan since we were 4.
That is very crazy.
Taking the time to just like that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was it. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Hold on.
Any reflecting you want to do?
Let me think of a question. You guys can think of questions too.
Advice? I don't know.
Oh, advice.
Yeah, advice you have for future Carmel
Yeah.
High School learners.
I would say try a lot of things out because that's how you figure out what you like. And I think that Carmel's really good about giving you lots of opportunities and things to do and like classes to take. So take advantage of it. That's probably one piece
Yeah.
of advice I'd give.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really passionate about something, sure, take a couple classes, but just expand your horizons. There's so many things you can do,
And
and even if you know generally what you want to do.
another thing is like a lot of the times what you think you want to do early in high school is probably not what you're going to want to do later. So definitely keep your options open.
I think I missed out on some classes just because I was like so scared of how hard they'd be, but they were classes I wanted to take. So I guess I would say definitely like be sensible with what you think you can handle, but like take a class if you're interested in it. And there's also so many, like I wasn't involved in a lot of clubs, at least not clubs that actually had substance and that I found real meaning in. It was all just like a club for college. I feel like a lot of the things I did in high school really just how is that going to help me for college? But I think you should probably think how is it going to help me today and find clubs that you're interested in, because that's not something I took enough time to do, but it is something I will make a point to do in college.
I would say just honestly talk to as much people as you can, and like communication, just students, teachers, everything. I couldn't imagine going through high school with like no help from peers or teachers. Like that would practically be impossible. Like I don't know, like the best way to learn is in like social settings, I think, in a lot of groups. So like meet people in similar classes, like different periods, study with each other, meet with your teachers.
Yeah, talk to your teachers. That's a big thing, because if you get on their good sides, you're set, you know? Lenny, you would know that.
I know that. Who among us do we think has changed the most?
What did he ask?
Like, who has changed the most throughout high school out of all of us?
Well, I didn't really know you guys early in high school.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can answer that, but
I just feel like Allie was so quiet. I don't know if she's still so quiet around other people. Are you?
No, I mean,
I don't think it's an unreasonable amount, but yeah, she's still
But
quiet.
like when I got in there for seminar, she didn't say a word.
well, that's because you were crazy.
Hmm.
I think when people meet you, they're
it's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
yeah. But I no, definitely, I've grown so much socially throughout my 4 years of high school. I mean, I'm still quiet when I meet people, but I have.
I think you're better for sure.
Better.
like
We're all better.
like
You're-
earlier in high school, I think that yeah, you were definitely different.
yeah, you know.
All right. What did you say?
That I can't vouch on any of this.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thanks for calling.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
I'm gonna stop